Hi there, welcome. This will be a general collective reading for the first decade of July, so 1st through to the 10th. My name is MJ. This will be a general read and it may apply to any area of your life, okay? So take what resonates with you, leave out the rest. It's not your message at this time. If you are interested in looking at the overall July energy, then the reading is linked for you somewhere here, okay? But today, as I said, we will be looking more or less at the first 10 days of July. More or less, the energy is fluid. It will flow differently for everyone, okay? When I was preparing myself, as I always do, for the reading, I was playing with one of my decks, the Polish Crystal Oracle, one of the very first Oracle decks I ever bought. And I was just playing with it, shuffling, okay? And getting myself into the July vibe. The card that popped out was this one. This is a card of truth, the topaz stone, okay, number 1, the phoenix rising, okay. A lot of information in this card, so I will try to speak to all of that in a second. But the first thing is, this is a card that feels with warmth, right? That warm energy, the sun energy, summer energy continues. So that's the first thing. It immediately makes me feel good. When I see this card, it carries a very good victorious vibe and being in authority vibe as well. Let me speak to that in details, okay? So the first thing is, this card is number 1, so there's that new beginning, right? A new opening. If you look back at the last June reading, it was all about that seed cracking open that was carrying huge potential in it, because there were 3 beings created in that one seed. So the potential was huge and it was just the last push needed to get this into life, right? Funny, we had that 9 of Wands card, which is the last push, and we have this strong birthing vibe. So, well, pushing can for someone be a physical pregnancy that really requires pushing, okay? But it was about being persistent and not giving up, because something huge was just around the corner, okay? And there it is, see? The phoenix rising from the fire, from the flames, okay? So that seed that we were looking at the end of June is cracking open, and the birth that is coming, the creation is coming out of it, whatever that is, job, relationship, yourself, new version of you, okay? That is coming into life head on with huge power, very intense, okay? But this is also the card of truth, and you can see this phoenix is carrying that snake, so there's also that element of conquering lies, deception, coming back in authority, as I said, in our power, okay? To be able to get rid of any sneaky energy that used to have place in our life, okay? I'm saying used to because with this energy, I'm hoping that this sneaky energy will be left in the past. And it can be anything. It can be toxic people, it can be environments, jobs, habits, our own habits, whether physical or the thinking patterns, right? But whatever it is that was whispering toxic thoughts in our head, creating fear, that is being conquered with that energy of truth, okay? And that is a victorious rebirth. That is amazing. What else? It is about being decisive. I was talking about this authority, right? This is about our will and self-confidence. This is about putting our plans into realization, being active, very eager to take action. This is progress. This is victory. Wisdom and intellect as well. This is logical thinking. Clear logical thinking with the truth, right? So seeing through deception, seeing through lies, whether lies of other people or of our own mind, but we are able to see through any kind of toxic behaviors or whispers in our environment, okay? This is about being mature, so that is a kind of leveling up. When the phoenix is reborn, he's coming back as a grown-up version of himself, another version of himself, okay? It can be clairvoyance for some. It's definitely about honesty as well. So it's not only about being able to see the truth, but giving the truth as well. Now, the card that was at the bottom of the deck was the card of responsibility, okay? And it makes me think that with this truth that is coming to life, whatever that is, okay, it may be, as I said, an actual pregnancy for some, getting to know that you're pregnant, or actually giving birth already. Can be job related, can be your own realization about yourself, your life. It can be a new person. Take it as it resonates with you. There's definitely a rebirth of energy and passion for life, but it brings some kind of responsibility, okay? Now, if it's pregnancy, if it's about kids, we have two dolphins over here. Dolphins are the energy of playfulness, having fun, right? They're almost like chasing each other around this globe. So definitely there is responsibility if your situation includes kids, okay? Or taking care of someone. For others, I think that responsibility may be related to some kind of traveling, okay? It may be related to a job, it may be related to a relationship, but it makes me feel of like traveling in cycles, so on a regular basis, or perhaps two people traveling to one another, okay, in cycles. The other thing that comes to my mind with this is about responsibility for the planet. It's like this truth that is coming up here, this conquering the human ego mind. It can be a realization on a spiritual level for some, and then that responsibility may be around you becoming more aware about your environment. It can be ecologically related, okay? It can be that responsibility for the planet, okay? Take it as resonates, but it may be something related to like being responsible for environment. Being more aware towards animals and our natural environment, okay? So take what resonates with you, but there is definitely, and we almost have the whole message ready, so there is an opening, there is truth, or we realizing something, discovering the truth, okay? Coming back to life, a victorious rebirth, conquering the darkness of our mind, conquering deception. It can be people that have been toxic, so we're getting rid of everything that was whispering deception in our ears, in our mind, okay? We are self-confident. We believe in ourselves. We believe in what we can achieve, okay? We want to progress. Our mind, our intellect is on a completely different level. And this brings responsibility. Some kind of responsibility that will be different for everyone, okay? Let's put a couple tarot cards on this and see what else we can get. But as I said, to me it's almost like a complete message, because there are so many possibilities. The general read, I have to keep it that way. I know it's very metaphorical, but again, that's the language of tarot. The message is quite complete already, but let's see. So we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Seven of Coins, so 2 sevens. And then we have the Ten of Cups, okay? And at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups. That is a card of celebrating, having fun, spending good time with friends or family, but it's definitely like in a group, being so happy that you want to share with others, okay? Sharing your joy, but it can be that summer vibe, still spending time with friends, just having fun. But it can be a celebration of something too, right? It often makes me think, because we have 2 candles in this card, but 3 cups, it makes me think sometimes of a couple, that there are 2 people that are so happy together that they want to share the joy with others, if that makes sense. But that may be very specific for someone, but it's almost like a ceremony, like a marriage, or just getting together. So that will definitely be very specific just for someone out there. But what we have here, that's absolutely enough for us to feel good, okay? So we have the Seven of Wands, starting with the energy of being absolutely on fire, head on, and ready to fight for what is it that you want, what is it that you desire, or being ready to protect it, right? So for some, it can be about protecting what you have created, what you have accomplished already. For some, it is readiness to fight for it. So that rebirth anyway brings back that power and authority, right? And you can see that this passion, because it's the energy of wands, right? So it's about our passions, desires, the fire, right? All makes perfect sense. So this originates from the heart. Our strength, our passions, our desires originate from the heart. And see how victoriously they emerge with that fist? It's like a leader kind of fist that is leading others. He's putting his fist up so they can see him. So it's almost like this kind of very powerful, okay? But this person can just be a self-leader, right? Leading themselves, but from the place of authority, but at the same time, honesty, truth, right? I said in, I think it was again that last reading for June, the last decade of June, that I said our passions, desires originate from the heart. I don't remember what reading that was, one of the last readings, that when we feel true passion for life, it primarily originates from our heart and our soul, not from our logical mind. And I also said that the creative spark comes suddenly. How did I say that exactly? I don't remember. The creative spark comes suddenly and ignites the flames of new passion for life. That is exactly what is happening here and here. And then we have the Seven of Coins. So that is a result. What is happening here is a result of our actions planting the seeds. We had the seed in the last reading. I just cannot make this up, okay? It all logically continues. This is the result of what we have planted and what we have been doing around our seeds. It's not only about planting, we have been caring and nurturing for them. So the seed was carrying an amazing potential, right? Those three beings in the one seed, and it gives beautiful and abundant crop. Well deserved, but well earned as well. Tangible effort put into it. And then we have the Ten of Cups. It can be uniting with someone. So with this energy of the Three of Cups and those two candles that I said, it may be uniting, reuniting with someone. It can be about actual marriage for some. But it can be for a single person too. It's just that happiness, okay, that I said, being ready to share your happiness with others. So the Ten of Cups is also, you can be single, we can be single, but we are ready to share our happiness with others. So now we truly feel so satisfied on an emotional level, whatever our situation is, that we are finally ready to allow someone into our life and share in whatever area, okay? We can share many ways. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be being able to share with your family, with whoever is perhaps dependent on you or needs your help. I said it's an abundant crop, and that is the energy of coins. So it can be a material crop, right? Your financial situation can be getting a lot better. So now you are ready to share. But there's definitely that element of sharing, and for some it can be an actual relationship or family, but happiness in a kind of union, okay, of whatever kind. Amazing. And remember that this new beginning and this fire rebirth is carrying some kind of responsibility. Whether it's a responsibility over your own life that you have just, well, created, the new version of you that you just emerged, right? You're responsible for protecting it and for fighting for it, fighting for your truth, right? This the card of truth. Fighting for your truth, for what you believe in, provided that you don't hurt anyone, right? and remembering that your passion, that it's all in your heart. Your heart is your leader. Okay, again, that message may resonate differently for everyone, but primarily the heart is that leader, that place where desires or passion for life is coming from. I'll leave it there. I think one of my favorite readings that I did in the last couple weeks. Awesome, and it really blends in a beautiful way with the previous reading. So June, the last decade of June, 20th through to the 30th. You may want to watch that if you haven't seen it, because it really makes perfect sense. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I would be really honored if you decide to stay with me and help me grow this little creative space that I have here, okay? And as always, please take care of yourself. Bye.